Once upon a time, in a peaceful village nestled between rolling hills and a clear river, there lived a kind-hearted man named Yusuf. He was known for his honesty, generosity, and deep devotion to his faith. Everyone in the village admired Youssef, not because of his wealth, he had very little, but because of his pure heart and his habit of helping others in need. One evening, after the Maghrib prayer, Youssef was walking home when he noticed something glimmering on the side of the road. Curiosity led him closer, where he found an old broken lantern lying in the dust. Youssef picked it up, feeling pity for the worn-out object. It may be broken, but with a little care, perhaps it can shine again, he thought. So he carried the lantern home with him. At home, Youssef set to work. He carefully cleaned the dirt off the lantern, replaced the cracked glass, and polished the rusted metal. Once it looked presentable, he placed a candle inside and lit it. To his surprise, the lantern glowed beautifully, casting a warm, golden light throughout his small home. That night, as Youssef sat in the light of the lantern, he reflected on its transformation. Just like this lantern, he thought, people can be neglected and feel broken, but with a little kindness, they can shine brightly once more. The next day, Youssef took the lantern with him to the mosque. After the prayer, he noticed a man named Ahmed sitting alone, his face downcast and filled with worry. Ahmed had recently fallen on hard times, losing his job and struggling to feed his family. Without a second thought, Youssef approached him and said, "Dear my brother, take this lantern. Let its light remind you that even in the darkest times, there is always hope." Ahmed was surprised but gratefully accepted the lantern, thanking Youssef for his kindness. As Ahmed lit the lantern that evening, his home, once dim and sorrowful, filled with a new sense of warmth and comfort. Word of Youssef's small but thoughtful act spread throughout the village. People started seeing the lantern as a symbol of hope. It passed from one person to another, lighting the homes of those in need and lifting their spirits. Whenever someone felt lost or burdened by the challenges of life, the lantern would arrive at their door, reminding them that Allah's mercy and guidance are always near. One day, the lantern came to the house of an elderly woman named Fatima, who had no family left and lived in poverty. When Youssef delivered the lantern to her, she wept with gratitude. The light in her home made her feel less lonely, and she realized that her neighbors cared for her deeply. Fatima, in turn, passed the lantern to a young boy named Karim, who had been struggling in school and feeling defeated. With the lantern's light in his room, he found the courage to try harder, believing that he too could succeed if he kept faith in himself and Allah's plan. The lantern continued to travel, bringing light and hope to every home it visited. Though it was just a simple object, it carried a deeper meaning, that a little compassion can go a long way, and small acts of kindness can have a great impact on people's lives. Youssef's village became known not for wealth or power, but for the way its people took care of one another. They learned that just as the lantern needed someone to repair it to shine again, people sometimes need the warmth of kindness to overcome their hardships. And so the village thrived, not through material riches, but through the richness of their hearts and the light of their faith. Moral of the story: even the smallest act of kindness can brighten someone's world. Just like a broken lantern can be repaired, people who are struggling can find strength and shine again with the support of others. Compassion and generosity, inspired by faith, create a community of love and support. In times of difficulty, we must remember that Allah's light is always near, guiding us through the darkest moments. Okay? If you found inspiration in our content, we would be grateful for your support. Please like this video and subscribe to the Quranic Journey for more heartfelt explorations of Islamic teachings, stories, and lessons that illuminate our paths.